Scott Lett here, owner of Pro Exterior Cleaning. I just did a video on soft washing, and I want to talk about the things you need for a soft wash. A lot of people perform soft washes and kind of explain to you how to do it, but never really explain the equipment you need. So I'm gonna go over the equipment that you need to use and try to use, and then the equipment you need to avoid using. So let's jump right in. So this is everything you need for a soft wash. So I have a power washer, a buffer tank. I can leave the power washer in the back of my truck. And then this is my soft wash system. So battery operated, and that way I can apply chemicals up to 20 feet. So if I needed to hit the top of that house or above those windows, around those windows, I don't have to get on a ladder. I can just spray it up there with a J-Rod. So this section right here are the things that I like to use. Okay, so there's 3 different ways to apply chemicals. Okay, first of all, let's talk about chemicals. This is the chemical base I use. I pour a gallon or 2 in that, Dawn dish soap, and then fill the rest up with water. That's a 13-gallon reservoir. So that's one way. The soft wash system is one way to apply the chemicals. The second way is by using a downstream injector, which hooks onto your pressure washer right there. You use a black chemical nozzle to apply your chemicals. A lot of people do this. That's called downstreaming. Or the third way is a backpack sprayer, which I use sometimes in hard to reach places, like in the back of the house where my soft wash system can't reach, or if I don't feel like downstreaming. So these are the 3 options of applying chemicals. And if you wanted to downstream with your telescoping wand, you could even do that. So you can put the black nozzle on the top of this telescoping wand, and it can extend up to 24 feet, and you can apply chemicals that way. So these are the things that you want to use. So if you ever use a regular tip, try to use just a white tip. It sprays wider and it's not as strong. And you could even turn down your pressure on your pressure washer when you need to rinse you can turn this right here, and it'll turn down your nozzle. So just be careful how far you turn it, because this thing can pop off. It's spring loaded. So for my soft wash system, I use what is called a J-Rod, which is this right here. You can tell these 2 right here spray, and these 2 right here shoot up pretty high. So that gives me the ability to reach up pretty tall places to apply chemicals. So what I usually do is I use my soft wash system, to cover as much ground as I can around the house. If I need to get a really tall point that my soft wash system can't hit, I'll downstream with this. If I just need to hit a little section in the back, I'll just grab this real quick and spray right there. And if there's some sections that I miss, I'll just grab the backpack sprayer at the end of the job and go hit a couple more spots. So everything right here you want to try to use. It's important to have that tank, that way you don't have to take your pressure washer out of the truck, or you could hook up from the house, whatever you want to do. So that's just your preference. So the things we don't want to use, the things we want to avoid using, you don't want to use a ladder unless you just absolutely have to. I bring it just in case, but I hate using a ladder for obvious reasons. It's dangerous. And a lot of people, when they do house cleaning, they want to hit every inch of the house, which is going to take forever, and it's not best for your customer. And these are the nozzles you want to avoid using. This is the famous turbo nozzle, Northern Tools, North Star turbo nozzle. Great for concrete, things of that nature, but not for house washing. You want to avoid using this for vinyl. And then these 3 tips. These are high pressure tips. You don't want to use those on a house. Okay, especially this one here. This one will destroy vinyl, paint, you name it. But yeah, this is just a brief tutorial on what I use for soft washes. This is my go-to section here. That's my soft wash system, battery operated, shoots up to 20 feet, 25 feet, somewhere around there, depending on how windy it is. Holds 13 gallons. I'll use my J-Rod to rinse with my pressure washer, using my buffer tank. If you want to downstream using your pressure washer, that's perfectly fine. Use this. Those are my chemicals. It's always good to have a backpack sprayer. It's always good to have 3 options, because if that fails, I can downstream. If that fails, I have a backpack sprayer. So it's just good to have options. So anyways, just try to avoid the latter, avoid using high pressure nozzles, avoid using high pressure. If you need to use your pressure washer to get a tough area that's kind of being stubborn, turn your pressure down a little bit and use the white nozzle. So that's it, guys. That's what I use for soft washing. It's really easy. I think people are just afraid of chemicals, but I think you should be more afraid of damaging someone's house using high pressure. So anyway, Scott Lett, owner of Pro Exterior Cleaning.